That team I have to give credit to also. You had captains of Kristen Champion and Lindsay Curry. And to tell you the truth, Lauren, Coach Lauren and Coach Link, to myself being diagnosed early on in the season in the non-conference part, and then all of them, the whole team coming together and focusing and battling together to honestly run off some straight wins there too, was magnificent. It just shows the leadership that we're trying to build here. It's not just on the field, it's in the classroom, it's in the community, it's in socially, that we're trying to build, community leaders also. And I think that shows it, because when I can step down, so to speak, and the assistant coaches to the players rise up and lead, I think that just shows that, we're building leaders here, and not just great soccer players, but leaders. And I think that 2015 season was very special with that. And I think that probably led to like Cassie and Rachel and that group learning leadership on the fly and learning from Coach Link, Coach Lauren, and the rest of their upperclassmen, which led to a great 2017 season. So it's special, and I think that's what we're trying to do here. We're trying to build leaders, both in the classroom, on the field, and when they get out into the community.
It was tough. It was hard losing Kat, but we knew we just had to take a lot more responsibility on ourselves. The seniors really stepped up and led for us. It was tough, but it was a good experience to like I said, take more responsibility on our own.
Well, it's a hard thing to say, but I think really it's the chemistry. It doesn't come around all that often, but then when you get all four classes all together on one page and really pushing for each other and battling together, I think something special just happens. And then as a coach, you know it, you love it, you wish you could keep creating it every year. And we've been lucky in the program that we have had those years, but 2017 was right up there. You just had some special players. Rachel Grout, very special technical players, sees the game, unbelievable, running the midfield. And then, of course, you've got Jordy in there as the engine that just sits there and gobbles up anything coming down the middle, but yet tries to initiate attacks. And then you have Cassie up front that's just leading the charge of goal scoring, which I really think sparked Kaylee Davis a little bit. Cassie kind of leading the charge, taking on that first part of almost kind of putting the team on her shoulders, allowed Kaylee then to kind of step up and shine and kind of gain her footing into doing it herself too. And then those two became a very dynamic duo. And then, of course, you throw in Sydney Kammer and Rennie Moore, and then those two just start to kind of build and click with each one of those, Kaylee Davis and Cassie. So it just made us very special. And I think you have Chandler in the back, who, for 3 years was building herself up to be a great little center back. And I think she finally did it. She finally got together and had some good chemistry with her back line, with Holly and Sarah back there, and Genesis and Jamie Brown battling. And then, of course, you have some great goalkeeping in the back. Heather Martin, Kat Buddy push each other every day to be the best. And I think that's really important, too, to have a great year. You've got to have great goalkeeping. And those two really just keep pushing. And they raise the standard for each other, and they raise the standard for the team. So I think when you have a team that's setting standards and raising them, I think you're going to find great years. And I think that's what happened with 2017. So it's pretty special.
Personally, as a senior, it was our last year. It was just kind of like a last ride, give it all, ride or die. I don't know, kind of just knowing it was the last season that we were going to step on the field was enough to give it all you had every single game.